down to 11 and 12. Please use one lane courtesy. We're going to keep the squads on time today. If you would, on your recaps, fill in your hometown and your USBC number. If you're a member from last year, you have a grace period for membership, even if you haven't signed up in your leagues yet this year until October 1st. So we are covered, and this is a certified tournament in case anybody had any questions on that. Record your balls on your recap sheet if this is your first entry. If you've already recorded balls on previous squads, you are not required to do that anymore. I just need it on one. I do need verification signatures on the bottom of the sheets for scores, just in case we can't recover scores and we don't have them filled in. So please have someone sign and have your sheets filled out. Remember, the high qualifier on this squad is automatically into Sunday's bracket. And that goes for this afternoon squad as well. So there will be 4 guaranteed spots into Sunday. I want to thank Mike, Rob, and his crew here. I don't see Mike right now. He typically wouldn't want to come and say something to you, but we will go ahead and get you started with practice, and we're going to turn them on for 10 minutes.
Just a reminder for all you spectators, we are doing a bowling ball raffle throughout the day. $5 gets you 1 ticket, 20 gets you 5, and $40 gets you 15 tickets. We're going to be raffling off a Brunswick High Performance bowling ball. All proceeds will go to the New Mexico Grass Fund. Come on up and enter. Give yourself a chance to win. On your practice. Consider the cycle to the number 1 position, please.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to continuing coverage of the New Mexico Open 2025 edition here from Tenpins More in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. My name is Mike Flanagan from Inside Bowling. I'll be joined this morning by Jim Callahan. Good morning, Jim.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
Today's tournament is presented by the Brands of Brunswick. I'd like to thank Brunswick for their sponsorship of this event. Got some new string pin setters and scoring coming in. This bowling center coming up here in just a few weeks. So shout out to Brunswick for wanting to be part of this event. Also to our other sponsors, Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors Insurance, of course, the Bowling Center here, Tenpins More, and us here at Inside Bowling, where you can always save 15% on our website with coupon code YouTube. And we got a $19 t-shirt special running now through Wednesday. The pattern the bowlers are bowling on here today is 47 feet in length, 35 milliliters of oil. It's fire oil. There's 7 2-2s on this pattern, very low scoring, 1.8 1-to-1 symmetrical pattern. And they're bowling on 11-year-old SPL bowling lanes, which really isn't all that old in terms of synthetic lanes, Jimmy.
No, not at all. I mean, we just bowled on one a couple weeks ago on the PBA 50 tour that was over 20 years old. In Morgantown, it was first generation pro, that's really old. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too scratched.
We do have scores through 2 squads. We had an A and a B yesterday. I just popped them up on the screen here. And as you can see, very low scoring. Very, very low scoring. What stands out to you there?
Land Mathis with 6-200 games. No doubt about it. There may not be another guy in the whole tournament bowl 6-200 games. Not at all. He was just controlling the pocket. You know, he had a couple Brooklyns in there. You know, he was just trying to hit the pocket.
Our tournament leader is Steve Ontiveros at plus 86. As you mentioned, Land is plus 69. We got Chase Nadeau, who bowled the first squad, at plus 51. And he's automatically in, and so is Steve, into the bracket because each qualifier, high qualifier from the squads on Thursday and on Friday, are the players that will for sure make it into the cut. So Steve Ontiveros and Chase Nadeau are in. And I'm pretty sure Land's score of plus 69 is going to make it into the bracket as well.
Yeah, I would think so.
We had 27 bowlers shoe up on A squad, 24 last night on B squad. We were full with the lanes we had available. And then this morning, what do we got here this morning? We've got, let me take a quick little peek. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I think I got the 20 bowlers this morning. So we'll be at 71 headed into our afternoon squad today. D squad will be coming up at 2 p.m. Tomorrow we'll have 3 squads for you, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 6 p.m. right here from Albuquerque. Rio Rancho to be exact. So we do get started here. We've got a little bit of a programming update here. We got 17 and 18, 19 and 20 for you right here on our main feed here. And if you haven't watched us yet at this event, this is our first event that we're streaming in 4K at 60 frames per second. So if you're watching today on a screen that you can bring it up in 4K, you can click the little gear button down below. And as far as I know, this is the first broadcast I've ever been associated with where you can watch in 4K. We're really proud of that. I want to thank our friends over at Sony for providing the cameras for us to be able to do that. And also our friends at Black Magic who allowed me to purchase some of their equipment so it would all work. So I appreciate the technology folks out there for allowing this to happen. Well, we get started on 17 and 18, 19 and 20. Over on 17 and 18, we got Joseph Merrick and Derek Phillips, along with Eric Carriga. And then on 19 and 20, we got Donald Gallegos, Carson Bell, and J.D. Nance. Bottom right of your screen, it may look a little odd. Lanes 21 and 22 are being chosen not to be used this morning. We had a 9-pin spotting issue yesterday, and we've got a little bit of a telescore issue as well this morning. So they've taken lanes 21 and 22 out of play, so we're only going to have 3 pairs for you on the live stream. Bottom right of your screen on lanes 23 and 24 is where you find USBC Hall of Famer Steve Klimpkin. We've also got Josh Burnett down there, which is a re-entry. Josh is a good-looking player out there on the lanes. He had a pretty good look the other day, looking to improve upon his score. And it looks like they put Gabe Alvarez over there on that pair as well. Gabe Alvarez.
Solid player. Bowled at Wichita, really good player, lives in Vegas now.
So that's on the bottom right of your screen. So that's what we have for you right here. The players will be switching 1 pair to the right after each game. And bowling on this really long oil pattern, tough to get the ball to hook. Outside angle, we've seen on the fresh, a really good look by Matt Zweig yesterday. He went 87 over for his first couple of games. Only finished barely plus. How about that conversion bottom right of our screen? Let me do my magic here as best as I can and see if I can't get that replayed here for us. All right, now let's see how the 4K zoom in does here. I'm curious. It was in the bottom right-hand side of our screen. So this is going to look a little odd, but it at least is going to get it a little bit bigger. Check this out, Jimmy. 2, 4, 8, 10.
Interesting way to make it. I don't think I've ever seen it made that way.
And the amount of volume and oil that's on the lane is what actually, I think, helped make that happen. The ball kind of backed up.
Correct.
Klimpkin washed out down there. Our pace of play is going to be really quick here this morning. We got 6 games for you. I anticipate each game taking about 20 to 25 minutes per game. Should have this round completed in well under 3 hours. And again, our second squad will be coming up today at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Francois Lavoie will be bowling on the afternoon squad here today. He has won the last 2 events here in New Mexico. The event's been happening for 21 years now. This is the 21st edition. Shout out to Steve Mackey and his team for creating this event 21 years ago, and now Mike Fagan, our proprietor, taking it forward. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, feel free to interact in our chat room here today. You can chat with us by being a subscriber to the channel. The good news is it's absolutely free to be a subscriber here on Inside Bowling on YouTube. YouTube is the largest network in the world. A lot of people don't know that or think about that. It's the most watched network in the world. And it is free.
There's a lot of big-name guys that have won this event over time as well, Mike. Lonnie Wallachek won, Nathan Bohr, Craig Niederfer, Jacob Buttriff, Cortez Schenk. I mean, there's been some very, very strong players that it's a very demanding condition for years and years and years. So that makes sense why Frankie's so good. He's won twice and finished second twice. Frankie's very good at keeping it in front of him, controlling his hand, and speed control is very, very good.
Had a USBC and PBA Hall of Famer also win this event 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, Chris Barnes.
That's funny. I looked it up to the thing, and his name wasn't on there. Look, I have it listed right here. All the ones, like there's ones that are missing.
Yeah, well, they're right
Oh,
down
I'm
the
looking.
wall.
I
Yeah.
can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the yellow one. Yeah. It's crazy.
Hello to Jay this morning. He says, good morning, Mike, from Millie, Gordon, and Caden. And himself, of course. Headed to Oasis Lanes to get in some practice. Kids Bowl Free is an amazing program.
Definitely is.
I think I'm going to say hello to Gordon and Caden and Jay, but I don't know if I'm going to say hello to Millie.
Uh-oh, why? What'd Millie do?
Millie doesn't get my sense of humor.
Is she a troublemaker?
Well, I think she is. But she would say I'm a troublemaker.
By the way, your sense of humor, it is acquired taste a little bit. I wouldn't say it's the average person's sense of humor.
You're right.
I think you and Mike Fagan together are perfect, actually. Team sarcasm.
What's the price for the top finisher? That's it. That's a good question. It leads into talking about some other things about this event. So the way this event's set up this year, Mike's made a few changes. Mike Fagan's made a few changes, and it's based on unique entries this year, and there's re-entries allowed. So if we have under 108 unique entries, we're going to do a 24-man bracket with the top 8 getting buys on Sunday. If we get to 108 players, we are then going to move into a very unique 28-man bracket. If we get 124 unique players, then we go to a 32-man bracket. Based on the amount of entries with re-entries in that, this is not absolute. All this is right here is a baseline guide, but projected, again, I want to preface this. This is not necessarily what's going to go down, but this is projected. If we have the 24-man bracket, first place is going to pay $8,000. If we have the 28-man bracket, first place is going to pay $9,000. If we have the 32-man bracket, first place is going to pay $10,000. In all three of those scenarios, the last cash will be at least 2x your entry.
That's solid.
And I believe he's trying to get to 3x. So there is added sponsor money, but it all depends on how many re-entries and how much money is flowing into the prize fund. I can tell you that Mike's being very generous this weekend with the bowling center and the prize fund. So there you go.
Just so people understand as well, this tournament has always been a single entry event.
Yeah.
And Mike was in the booth with us last evening, and the reason that he made it into a multiple entry event was Mike bowled a lot of events overseas, and he liked the way that they ran there with the if you come and travel, gives you more than one opportunity to play well on the pattern and get you to get a little practice on the pattern before you bowl another squad. And Mike just thought that was the direction to go, and I agree. I think all the events overseas are run very well. And, I'm excited. This is a great event. It always has been. And, Mike has definitely been very generous with his center and with his giving on the prize fund and everything else to do with the center.
Kyle Mikulowski, we've got a question. Where is Kyle at? Down on lanes 11 and 12 to start right now. Taking a look at how the players are playing the lanes here, we've got a little possibility for a four-bagger here, but overall, the scoreboard's always telling the story, as Bo Burton would say. You can kind of see very demanding, very difficult. We've got one player here, Mr. Phillips, who has not even thrown a strike yet through 6 frames. A lot of people that bowl this for their very first attempt can bowl a couple of really bad games and then get to a certain part of the lane and bowl a big game. We saw a player yesterday, a very nice player, bowled just around 400 for 3 games and then bowled 256.
Yeah, he bowled 730 he had just over between 410 and 420, and then the other 3 games he had 730.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they do open up and give you the opportunity to get some score, but the key is being able to make it where you can make those 140s and 150s and the 180s and 190s, which is key.
I'm going to move over to here, and I don't have my scoreboards quite built yet here, but I do want to move over to SK for a minute. Steve has not struck on this left lane. He struck every time on the right lane. Just goes to show pair to pair
missed a head pin
how
every
difficult
time
they can be too. Yeah, it's playing really tight.
Yeah, he has. He moved a little bit to the right, actually.
And that one still doesn't quite get there
That's
either.
the first one that he's actually gotten it to the head pin. Steve had the same thing yesterday. Remember, he started on 21 and 2 yesterday. Could have bowled 220, and then he went to 22 where he was light, and then he squared up a little bit and he went high for a split and bowled 190 that game. So, yeah, I mean, pair to pair is tough here. Remember, every center has its own topography. Every lane has its own topography.
Yeah.
So,
Tell you what, you were right, Jimmy. You hit the nail on the head about Gabe Alvarez being a nice player here.
he's a good bowler.
Pair's tough here on the fresh, and he's got a 4-bagger. Or excuse me, that's not
That's
Gabe.
Josh.
Josh's got the 4-bagger.
But Gabe is.
Oh.
He has more already in the 6th frame than he had the first game yesterday. But watch, Gabe's a really solid player. He made the A team for Wichita. I mean, his ball not hooking a whole lot either, is it?
No.
Got his little family with him over here. Works in a storm booth. Smart kid, hard worker.
If you're considering looking to bowl something this weekend and you're within driving distance, or you can grab a quick last-minute flight on Priceline or something, we'd love to have you come out and participate. Bowl the event here this year.
It's not going to be one of those events where you have to bowl 200 over either. If you can make your spares, you control the pocket, you shoot your 50 or 60 over, or even a little less maybe, probably less than that, you have a chance to make the finals or the match play.
Joseph must have just got here. We talked about the oil pattern on the open. Joseph, I'm going to pop this up on the screen for you for just a second. 47 feet in length, 35 milliliters of oil, 1.81 to 1 ratio there. Speed bump it into the pattern.
That's the key portion of the whole pattern. It's the most important, is the speed bump. That means your launch angle through the front has to be very, very precise. And I would say also one other thing that we can add, Mike, is that slower ball speed has definitely been better. You get a little bit firm, it tends to want to get through it. Josh doing a lot better job of controlling the pocket today.
Dale brings in a good question, and I'm going to try to answer this as best as possible. Dale asked, do you think the multiple entries has caused this event to go from over 160 entries down to this year's level? Last year, first place was guaranteed over $12K before the event even started. Okay, so let's break that down for a second, Dale. Steve Mackey lived and breathed and woke up every day thinking about this event every year. Steve Mackey has been in this center since 1999 and has built relationships. How about that?
It's a good one.
That deadwood coming up the lane there. That actually smears the oil a little bit.
Yeah. Very nice.
23.
Yeah.
So Steve, in 25 years of building relationships and getting things here and there and little things, he worked on this literally year round. He really did. And when the center was purchased by Mike, Steve, let go of everything. I asked Mike when we first started talking, why didn't Steve just maintain running the tournament? And he said Steve didn't want to. I said, okay, I understand that. You got to retire, right? I mean, you don't expect people to work the entire life. So Mike inherited this event, and when he bought the bowling center, which was just a couple months ago, he brought Carl Long on to be part of the event, run the event, because Mike didn't have time to put the event on. I mean, you're trying to get your bowling center.
Busy guy, absolutely.
I mean, you got financing things, you got his partner, whoever's partnered with him. I don't know any of this stuff, but there's a lot of things you got to do when you make this big of an investment. And I don't know how he received the money to do this, but I got to imagine a normal person would leverage something in their life and put their family at risk when you buy a business. So that's number one priority. Mike, being a competitive scratch bowler, loves bowling tournaments and wanted to keep this thing running. But at the same time, some of those relationships, Mike made choices to make business decisions that no longer would allow for some of those sponsorship dollars to flow in over the course of a season. And what's best for his center doesn't necessarily align with a tournament sponsorship. So Mike had to make a couple of tough calls in that regard. But what he did do was able to go out and acquire new sponsors like Brunswick and a few of these other sponsors. And he also wanted to make sure that this tournament was ran first class. And we struck a deal for us to be able to come out here. There are some expenses involved with flying from the Midwest, and for Jimmy coming out from Vegas, we have lodging, we have to be here, so there are some added expenses there. However, if you take the amount of money that will be collected for this tournament, when you look at the prize list, there will be more money being paid out than what's being paid into the tournament. And for somebody to inherit this event in just a couple of months' time, and the person that used to run this event for a long period of time pretty much said, I'm out. Nothing against Steve. Steve's fantastic. He sat in his booth yesterday, but it was just time to be done. There was a really good chance that this tournament wasn't even going to happen this year.
Yeah.
There was a really good chance because of timing. If Mike would have bought the center last fall, different story. He would have had more time to work relationships and try to get more sponsorships.
Sure.
So I understand where you're coming from, Dale, completely. But this isn't a one-year deal where Inside Bowling is coming in and Dennis Hacker and Jim Callahan and myself, Mike Flanagan, where we're going to work with Mike for a year and then we're gone. This is something that is now going to be a project of all of ours personally, and we are going to meet collectively, including Jimmy. All of us are going to work with things to improve this event and reach out to contacts that we have to want to be part of this next year and grow it. We also want to attract people from other parts of the country to fly in. That's why we post the lane pattern. And we're also going to work with some other tournaments and see if we can't possibly move this one or one of the other events to possibly, so we could not have competing events. It's very difficult to do these days. There's a PBA regional up in the Northwest at Houston's Place. It's a very long-running event that is awesome, and you got the 11th frame in the Midwest for this weekend. So there's only so many bowlers to go around, but we are going to work very diligently to try to make this thing even better than the $13,000 prize, $12,000 prize, whatever it may have been the last couple of years. So hopefully, Dale, if you're a bowler, we'd love to see you come bowl. That's one way that we can build this thing. Another thing that can happen, Dale, is if you're not a bowler and you're just a watcher and you're just asking questions in the chat, that's cool too. Talk to the people that you do know that bowl, that you're a fan of, and get them to come out and bowl this event so you can watch them bowl online. So hopefully that answers some questions. I think that's the best way to put it.
I think very well said.
It's not sugarcoating anything.
No, not at all.
It's a result of what it is, and I think everybody should be really happy that there is an event and the prize list is going to be more than the money's collected from the bowlers.
By the way, how many events is there across the country where you can bowl for 8, 9, or 10 grand? There's not that many if it's not a professional event. You know that there's some, but I mean, Mike's all in. There's no doubt. Like you said, I'm Dennis Hacker and yourself. Run events across the country. You brought me in to help with some things, and we all have contacts with people. Hopefully, we can help Mike continue with sponsorships and grow, and maybe reach out to people in our areas and other areas to get people to come in. Thanks for the question, Dale.
Yeah, Dale says this is his first year not bowling since he was 17. Hopefully we'll see you next year. So, Dale, I think you might have known a lot of the answer to that question before you asked it. If you're that close to the center and you've bowled it every year. I don't know that for sure, but
just finishing up game one. We'll have the scores up. Mr. Hacker's running around like he always does.
And to those that are participating this year or maybe watching, you're going to come in and bowl the event. We certainly do thank you for being part of this event this year. We certainly do love what it is. And a lot of people have asked me to bring the IB Open back, and this is kind of a small way of me still being able to be involved with a singles tournament, putting Inside Bowling's name on it as a partner with Tenpins More. I would love to see this thing, grow into the size of an IB Open, but in a 24-lane bowling center. And that's really the goal. This pattern shape, it's no secret. There's a lot of IB Open characteristics built into this pattern. It's more challenging the way that it's built because of just how hard this tournament's been over the years. We wanted to make sure that was still the case. I think not posting a pattern in the past is one decision. And if you look at the scoring pace, and we posted a pattern and everybody knew what to bring, and you look at the scoring pace, they're still really hard. So pretty proud of that, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool because you never know how lanes are going to play when you draw it up on a graph and put it down until you get a squad going. And so far, I would say 9.2 out of 10 on the pattern.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we're still learning what the best parts are. But if you do have questions and you come in and say hey to Mike and I. We're down the end, and say hey to Dennis and Mike Fagan. And if you have questions about the pattern, surely give a holler, and I'll give you as much information as I can to give you help. We obviously want everyone to come here and have a good time and bowl well.
I got something kind of cool to tell you, Jim, and to our audience as we get ready to move into game number 2 here. So I've always liked walking the back ends of the lanes.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know who taught me that many years ago?
Who's that?
Bo Burton. Bo Burton. He even when he came to the IB Open one year, when I hired him to come in and be on the air, he came in the morning for match play, and we're all there, right? And Bo comes walking in, and hello everybody. He sets his stuff down at the booth and makes a beat line down the gutter cap and starts walking the back end. And he's rubbing his hand all over the lane down at the back ends because there's no oil. And he's looking, and he's almost like he's lining up a putt, right? He's looking and just looking and everything. And he he came up to the booth and he said something. I forget what lane it was. He goes, well, let me tell you something, Pards. This lane right here, It's always been this way here at Tropicana Lane, whatever it was. It says that lane's going to hook more than any other lane in the building today. Like, okay, all right. So anyway, Craig Patterson taught me many years ago you need to always walk the back ends, after you oil the lanes, when you're a tournament director or highly involved. So this morning I walked the back ends, to make a long story short here. It's pretty long. And I noticed that their lane machine really strips the lane fantastically. They're using an ion machine, which is several models back.
Yeah.
But this machine, man, it is really consistently stripping these lanes. I don't see that all the time. They're always supposed to work really well, but you just never know. So this machine is very well maintained. So from a pattern, what do they call that?
The integrity is going to be very, very consistent.
That's it.
And it looks very similar from yesterday to today.
Yeah. So walk the back ends today. And I got to see what was left over from last night still on some of the lanes. And boy, did that oil with that much traffic. Whew, almost everybody was playing around the 12th board too.
Yeah.
12th board was beat up down the lane. Very dull looking is what it looks like when balls have traveled over it.
Many times.
Yep. All right, Jimmy, here we go. Lanes 17, 18, 19, and 20. Game number 2. Looks like we got Eric out there. Eric Carriga, Joseph Merrick, Derek Phillips over on 19 and 20. And then next door we got Jacob Gill, Morgan Robinson, who we saw twice yesterday, David McKay, and Matthew Tran. This is Morgan's 3rd attempt at trying to make it into the cut. Remember, the high on each squad on the Thursday and Friday squads automatically make it into that bracket.
Mike, I figured out how to get all of them. Can you show me how to get the pairs? Which one is that? Do I got to hit?
Yeah, so you go to scores, and then you go to by lane on the one that you want. Enter scores by lane
So Friday,
on Friday at 9 a.m. You click on that guy right
That's
there.
what that annoys me. So we're in game 2. It's interesting. It didn't move. Look, I clicked game 2, and it still has Steve on 23 and 4.
Yeah, that's just the thing that it does. You got to just kind of look at where they are and then just kind of do your own math. So,
Okay.
so what I did is I looked and I saw Eric. So when I
And
saw
you just moved them to the right.
and yep, so I saw Eric there and
Eric Carraga.
yep. Hey, how about Dan C coming in off the top rope with a super chat here? How about, hi Mike, much appreciation for the live streams from Inside Bowling. Enjoy watching and listening to you on YouTube at the Ozarks doubles. Looking forward to seeing the New Mexico Open now. Thanks, Dan. Really do appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything for Jim Callahan and myself here in the booth, we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And because Jimmy's a little new to this network, but I've worked with him on Bowl TV, I do like to educate my audience a little bit. Jim comes from a very accomplished background. He's worked in the industry for how many years? 40 years?
30. I'm not that old.
Yeah. 30 years. He worked PWBA tour with Hammer back in the day. Had a long tenure career with Storm, doing many different roles, including tour rep, being in charge of the players, player managers out there, team leader, and then also sales with pro shops and working big events and representing Storm over the years. Now he's a Bowl TV commentator, coaches a lot of great up-and-coming players along with existing players who need help. So he's done it all, plethora of knowledge, great to work with, and we're really excited to have him part of Inside Bowling this week, the New Mexico Open.
It's awesome. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
Did I miss anything?
You called me a bum yesterday, but it's okay. No, it's okay. I don't really. I'm a go forward guy. I think it's cool that I've been lucky to do a lot of things, and I just want to share knowledge with others. So if there's anybody in the chat that has any questions or anything that comes up, just let me know, and we'll share some stories. I have some good stories with Frankie. When Frankie gets here, we'll share some good stories.
Again, lanes 21 and 22 have been taken out of play for this round. We're hoping to have it back up and running here for the afternoon squad. We also have to determine today with Dennis and Mike whether or not we're going to keep the booth here or we're going to make a move for the rest of the event. I like it here, but championship pair in the past has been lane 7 and 8.
It's a long way away, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rerun everything, so we'll see. But I'd have to do that later tonight, probably right after the Pro-Am. Mark Deering says haven't bowled in a year and a half due to back issues. Currently recovering from spinal cord stimulator surgery, so hoping to get back out there. Getting old sucks. Sorry, Marky Mark.
Don't I know about getting old? I'm with you. I'll be the big 6-0 this year, Mike. I'm old.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't realize I was that old, did you?
No.
I don't think anybody knows. That's why I like hanging out with Lamont and Carter in the booth, because I'm the youngest guy. I feel young in that group.
I got to tell you, and I don't know how this is going to come off necessarily, but I like being around the old guys. I don't know what it is. I mean,
They have wisdom and knowledge, and they have history.
A Hacker and I have, been around each other. But here's the thing with you guys, okay? I call you guys the old guys. I'm the old guy when I'm with a lot of these people too. I'm youngest with you guys, but I like being around the guys with the knowledge, like you mentioned, because I feel like you guys are about half your age when we work together.
Oh, 100%. I mean, even when I coach 15-year-old kids. I'm around kids all the time in colleges, you know what I mean? And it's being on tour for all those years. I mean, I'm not around old people ever.
Like when I was putting coaching videos together on YouTube, I went to Shady and Jazz now. You know what I mean? I didn't, go to young. Not that young people can't teach anybody, but I don't know. I just always like being around the guys that can tell me about what the sport was like.
They have wisdom.
Before I was around even.
Yeah.
Some of these older stories. I think there needs to be a series or something done with some of these just legends of the game. Like, I'll tell you, there's a lot of stories that can't be told from back in the day on tour. I would like to have the opportunity to go sit down and interview those players and have them tell their stories and lock them in a vault and have them preserved and release them in like 50 years, like well after I'm gone, like where those stories get told one day.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jean-Marc from Bowler's Journal reached out to me, and he wants me to write a story about some of the things that have had happen on TV shows and things like that. There's a lot of them, but I'll be honest, most of them are, confidential between players, and it's just, there's not that many really that you could say to others. I mean, the experiences are incredible. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be around a lot of things. Liz Johnson winning the U.S. Open 4 times in a row. Jason winning his 16th major. Anthony Simonson his whole career, and I've been very, very lucky. But I enjoy helping young people get better. I mean, Chris Vi was always one of my guys, and Chris is now developing into a superstar on tour, and I just like to see people grow. I mean, I've gotten so many great things out of the sport of bowling, and I just want to give back to it. It's that time of my life where I have the time to do it, and things like this, we just want to teach people, let them enjoy bowling, and answer questions that anybody has, and that's what we're here for. Uh-oh. One of the gentlemen I met at a soccer camp is in the chat. That's very nice. Mark.
Mark Deering.
Yeah.
I
Came
bowled,
to
I,
Shocker
bowled,
Camp.
I bowled college with them for a little
Really?
bit. Bowled nationals 1 year with them too.
That's a fun event. I always enjoyed doing that Shocker Camp. I did it for 6 or 7 years when Coach V was there. He'd bring me out every year, and it's, helping the it's interesting. You have people that average 120 all the way up to the people that they're recruiting to be on the team. You know what I mean? So you help a lot of different people. It's from like 12 to like, 17 or 18. There's classroom things, there's on-lane things, and they're fun to do. I'd like to get the parents a little bit more informed. They invest a lot of money in the kids, and give the parents a little bit of idea what to look for and help out. But that's very kind of Mark to say that on there. And you're right, Mark, being above the ground is a lot better.
Yeah.
That's what he wrote. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
We have a very animated wife right behind us. She just made the kick save. She looked like Patrick Roy making a kick save when JD threw a strike there. Right behind us. Thought she was going to kick you in the head. We got scores up?
That's what I'm looking for.
Some.
Getting there. What do we start at 9?
We did. A couple minutes after.
It's 9:48. About a game and a half in.
That's good.
You and I might have time to go to a baseball
Yeah,
card
we
shop.
might actually.
Boy, that ball's just walking right into the pocket there on 23.
Oh! You missed Morgan just made the 3.
Here it is.
You got it right here. Very nice. Another odd way to make it.
I know.
You know, I mean, that's 2 of them. There was no sliding at all.
Pretty cool.
You read my mind. That's good. You can see they're starting to hook a little bit quicker than they did yesterday.
If you're watching and you live in the area, there's a Pro-Am tonight. Also, there's a bowling ball raffle each and every day. And opportunity to pick up a bowling ball. I actually think today I'm going to buy a couple raffle tickets to support the tournament.
Sounds like a winner. Me too. I'll do it too then. Didn't seem like the scores were high, but it seemed there was more 170s, 80s, and 90s than yesterday. You know, yesterday there was a few more very, very low games, like you talked about. And I think as the event goes on, those scores will get higher and higher and higher. You know, and people have to realize that your bad game is 180 or 190, and then you get your 220, 220. If you have a good pair, you have to get it, Mike. You know what I mean? It's
no question.
No doubt about it.
I believe all scores are in.
Zweig again.
Yep, 245 is first game, 224 for Quentin Bell. I don't know what the 210 up there is after the Quentin Bell, but that's okay. Josh Burnett, 221, along with Morgan Robinson. Jacob Gill had 214. Eric Carriaga, 203, along with Joseph Merrick. J.D. Nance had 199. Kyle Michalowski, 192. 10th is Joseph LaPointe at 188. I suppose I could put that link back up there in the chat for everybody to be able to follow along with standings.
Based on what we've seen so far in the 2 squads that Matt Zweig's bowled, if he makes the match play, people got a handful because his average on the fresh, and it's best 2 out of 3 in the matches, right?
You know, I have to think about that for a second because I just came off of 2 events that had bracket formats, and they were both different.
Is it 1 game? Or is
And
it
I know the losers bracket is 1 game. I believe this is two game total pins. Let me just go confirm.
I threw the curveball to Mike, but what I've seen so far, Matt Zweig's look is fantastic on the fresh. He's not a guy that I would be looking to bowl. He bowled 80 over for the first 2 yesterday, and then he bowled 245 the first game here, using a urethane right up the out. So seems to be really good. If you can get far enough right, your ball will definitely shape off it. Chase Nadeau got a bunch of score at the beginning and led the squad yesterday using urethane, playing way, 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 way to the right. So the way the pattern's built, it's kind of like the Masters was last year, the USBC Masters. They have a little spot that if you can get your ball started in the front part of the lane, it'll definitely read the lane very, very well. What do we got?
Again, when you do 3 events back-to-back-to-back weekends, and they're all a bracket format, and they all have different formats, your brain gets a little foggy. All right. So the first round of the bracket, 2 game total pins.
Okay.
The first round of the losers bracket, 2 games total pins. Every other losers bracket game after that, 1 game total pins.
How about when we get far in the brackets? Are in like the last 2? Is there any more games or?
I think it goes to 1 once you get down to the top 4.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. So.
My point in the whole thing in asking that, I wouldn't want to bowl Matt Zweig.
Yeah.
Because Matt Zweig's look on the fresh is fantastic.
213, 146, 128 over on 23 and 24. Do we know who had 213?
That would be 24C, which would be 19 and 20. J.D. Nance.
Okay.
J.D. Nance. That was the lady that did the kick save and a beauty right
Okay, got it. Somebody's asking what's the lane pattern. I'll pop that up again for you. Move it to the other side of the screen, actually. Put it right over here. There's your lane pattern. How do the buys work if it doesn't go to the 32-man bracket? So if it's a 24-man bracket, the top 8 will all get buys. So the next 16 will all bowl each other, and then the winners will bowl the players that had the buys. So 8 would advance in the winners, and those 8 then bowl the top 8, and then the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, the 28-man bracket
gets a little more hairy.
It is. If you Google search 28-man bowling bracket, double elimination. 28-team double elimination printable tournament bracket. It is very unique how that works.
I got to say, you're probably not hoping for that.
We're not. We're not hoping for that, but we are prepared for it.
Yeah, hopefully we get all the way up and get into the...
And the reason why this 28-man bracket is so important to run if we hit that threshold is because we don't want anybody to come here, travel in, cash in the tournament, but not make the bracket.
No, you don't want that. No. You're right. I agree with you on that. You don't want that.
Because if you make the bracket, you still have a chance to win.
Correct.
If you just cash, you don't have a chance to win.
Correct.
So that's why the 28-man bracket is so important to us with entries. We also don't want to dilute the prize fund and just take 32 regardless, because then we believe that people wouldn't get enough bang for their buck in the lower cash spots.
Correct.
And we definitely don't want to have people make a bracket and not cash.
That's very bad as well. So I believe the 3 scenarios you just described are.
It was.
How about we solve the problem? We get a lot of people that walk in, and we get to the 32-man bracket and Sunday morning, and we have a fantastic champion, and we have great matches, and I think that's going to happen anyhow.
Internally, we were hoping for 107 or less, or 124 or more. We really don't want to be in no man's land.
I don't see many 6-baggers today. I haven't seen one yet, bud.
No 6-baggers.
There's strike spare, triple right there.
I am pretty impressed, though, that in game 1, even though we really didn't see much of it in front of us.
What's that?
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 21 players bowled even.
33%.
That's much higher than the 18% that we had through 2 squads yesterday. Now it's 1 game, but that looks pretty good out there.
And that's interesting because 2 of the players that I would say are the higher level players aren't in that 8.
No. Right.
Steve and Gabe.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
And Kyle at that.
Kyle as well, who bowled on tour.
And we just saw JD got into the plus.
Yeah.
Bowl 199 and 2 team.
Josh Burnett could be a big factor here. He struggled in the first 2 games yesterday, and he's about 80 better already. So he's down on the end down there with Steve on 11 and 12. What great software that is.
It really is good.
A lot of people using it now too.
Yep.
You get all the information in one bank. You know what I mean? I was looking through some of the tabs up top. You know, you can keep what your payments are. It has everything in there. TournamentBowl.com.
So Matthew Tran and David McKay there, along with Jacob Gill and Morgan Robinson. Morgan Robinson here, strike spare, triple, throwing in a 7-pin here. Morgan's just been around the pocket a couple days now.
He had 1 bad game each set. You know, he had 148 game the first set, and then last night he bowled 15 over, and he had 160 games. So the key, I was talking to Chase Nadeau this morning and talking about Morgan because he's staying with them. And, he's going to concentrate on trying to control the pocket a little better. He said that he's had really good ball reaction on most of the pairs. And I said it yesterday. I think Morgan's a really solid bowler, and he has the opportunity to definitely make the cut here. Yeah, the left definitely looks playable. There's no doubt about that. They're rolling right along. They're in the 3rd game already, Mike.
They are. Some lanes are.
Yeah, you have some 4s and you have a 3 in front of us. There's a couple 3s and some 4s. That's solid. 70, about 60 or 70 different bodies. That's really good so far. Some of the heavy hitters will be coming in today and over the weekend. Anthony Simonson, Zach Wilkins, Francois Lavoie, Dio Bernard, who seems to win every regional that he bowls. His father, very solid bowler, Rick Bernard.
Rick should bowl.
He is bowling.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think he'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, he can keep it in front of him very well.
Yes.
Used to bowl league with Rick back in the day. Had to be a long day ago because I have bowled 10 years. You'll get to see Eric Jones, Sarah Clausen. I think Sarah's going to be a factor. If she can get her ball to read the middle part of the lane at all, she's really good at controlling angles. Another shocker. Wichita shocker, I mean.
How many unique entries does the tournament have right now? We're very close to 100.
That have signed up previously, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. A lot of local players these first 2 days. That's why they give them a little price break on the entry.
Yep.
And, you know, the leader of each squad these first 2 days, both squads each day is a lead guaranteed into the bracket as well.
Jacob here looking to bowl 225.
Got a solid game.
Had 214 the first game.
Really simple. Keeps it in front of him. A little slow, and he got around that one a little bit at the bottom. What happens with two-handers when they get a little steep at the top, Mike, on the way down, they tend to get that elbow outside, and then usually it's a miss left. This guy throws it nice, too. As I just clouded him to miss the spare. Jacob going to be in the 2-0s again. Solid start. Yesterday morning was interesting, though, as they bowled the squad. The first 3 or 4 games were really good, and then the scores got really low. Where last night it was the reverse. The scores got really good the last 2 games, 2.5 games, because you had 6 on the pair last evening. I think the scores are going to get a little better here. Jacob with a little ball change. That was a good one. Oof. Jacob's going to be at, what's he got there? 14 and 2, 16 over for Jacob Gill. Or it could be heel. This guy's got the right idea. He's doing like he was last night. Nice slow, getting it to the right. I believe this will be the last squad that Mr. Robinson will be bowling, sir.
I think so, too.
I believe this will be the last one. His looks really good. Steve's not locked in that, though. Steve's got to keep bowling. I'll be right back, Mike.
Okay. Hard fought 2-0 here for Morgan Robinson. But you can put it on the board, 200 games. All right, we're going to roll into game 3, guys. We got bowling underway over here on lanes 23 and 24. Well underway here, actually.
Looks like Joseph Merrick, Derek Phillips, and Eric Carriaga. Eric Carriaga got off to a good start, 203. It's very refreshing to me to say, hey, got off to a good start with 203.
I know. Isn't it cool?
I am not I don't particularly like high-scoring events. the luck factor comes into play. I mean, there could be luck here too. You know what I mean? If you miss, you could get a Brooklyn if they're super tough. But I mean, the person that has, you know, that makes the most quality shots is most times going to win when they're tough. And the cream usually rises to the top, to be honest. Nice shot right there. By Joseph Merrick, really nice one.
I'm about to go ping Dennis.
Oh, for scores? Yoo-hoo!
DD. Maybe I'll go do them right now myself. I could go right into this thing. I'd go lane to lane.
Yeah, you should go do it yourself.
You know I would mess the whole thing up.
Yeah,
though.
and then he...
Oh, he would get...
Watch, look.
Yeah,
Look,
I
give
know.
him the look.
I
Yoo-hoo!
know. I think I might go do it. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
You know where to put him in?
I think so. I think I just type them in here, hit save scores.
You mess it up, he's going to be really bad.
I know.
He's not moving too quick over
It's
there.
almost worth doing it, though. See if he would even notice.
He's not moving too quick. He looks deep in conversation with Mr. Fagan.
I'm going to go try to do this.
Go
What's
ahead.
the worst thing that can happen?
Nothing. Then he go back and fix it.
I know. All right, I'm going to do it.
All right, go ahead.
Unless he's putting his glasses down now to go get
No,
the
he's
score.
rubbing his eyes.
All right, we're gonna give him 5 seconds. If he doesn't give him
All right.
5 seconds, I'm gonna go put the scores in. 5, 4,
He ain't getting up. Go ahead, go. He ain't getting
2,
up. He's not getting
1.
up.
All right, I'm on it. I'm going.
All right. Here we are in Game 3 of 6 for the 2025 New Mexico Open. This is C Squad. The leader of this squad will get a spot in the guaranteed into the bracket. Next squad as well. You will get a automatic entry into the bracket for being a squad leader. Very, very tricky pattern. I think the guys that have got him good early have used urethane to the right, really far to the right. Because if your angle, and I have an old saying, keep moving to the right till your ball doesn't come up light. So I think that's definitely the case here. You got to be out at 1, 2, 3, and it definitely hooks off of there. But anywhere left of that, if you get your angles wrong, it doesn't really hook. Then the first move is migrate into the track at like 11, 12, 13, pretty straight. And then at the end, the guys last night were like 16, 17, 18, and the scores were very, very good the last 2 games. So we really saw about 3 transitions in the 6 games yesterday. Again, this is a lot of the local players. It's nice to see the turnout they had. Dennis has got up. He's over with the scores. Mike's already got him. Mike's a handful, boy. He is a handful. Got to make those spares. That's the keys. Anybody coming out, you know, it's urethane balls are okay to the right. Then you got to use the people last evening that bowled well. They used some pearl balls with a little bit of surface because with the pattern being so long, you need your ball to be able to be a little more continuous on the back. I think the old school method of, hey, you know, I need a big ball with a lot of surface to get my ball started. Well, all that does is make your ball hook earlier, and that's not what you're looking for. You have to have some continuation down lane. I wish I had a camera of Mike and Dennis. Mike's getting all the scores, and Dennis is standing there waiting to put them in. Instigator. What you got? Thank you. Excellent. Just handed a nice flyer from Mike Fagan. We're also going to have a 3-game consolation sweeper Sunday, August 17th at 10:30 a.m. Check-in, 11 o'clock start, $100 entry fee. $48 to the prize fund, $25 to brackets, $15 to game pots. So it's good. Excellent. Limited to 24 bowlers. So if you do come to town, you don't make the cut, you have something to bowl on Sunday as well. Mike's doing a really good job of getting some opportunities for people to continue to bowl and make money. See, Zweig's kind of in that second zone now, right at that 6-7. Not really giving away the pocket a whole lot. He's had the best ball reaction by far. Not even close. Take a look at David McKay here on the right lane. Start out with a double. Lefty player. Got that one a little right off his hand. Stood up on a little bit. Stay down and use your legs a little bit more. Should be able to keep it on line. I think here the key is being able to keep your ball on your target line. If you can do that, definitely have a better opportunity. And remember, when the lanes are really difficult, you don't want to cover a lot of boards. You want to make sure that you keep your angles very square. Don't really, give away the pocket a whole lot. The oil they're using, Fire, definitely helps with that a little bit as well. It's one of the hookier oils that Kegel has. It's 45 viscosity, so that'll create a little bit of hold in the front as well. Key is just finding that angle. David missing a spare. Jacob Gill, who has 200 games. Here comes back Mike with a big grin on his face. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, that's funny stuff. He was standing right here. He was looking around.
Yeah, how are the scores getting updated? He was wondering.
He was looking at his thing. He kept going like that and pulling the computer
He's
up.
like, man, this thing's magic.
That's funny.
All right, so here's the scores.
Excellent.
It was really easy to do.
So that's why he picked doing that.
It is nice. You could use this tournamentbowl.com, and you could actually have scorekeepers like in certain bays with iPads or their cell phones. Just type them in.
Man, how fast would that be?
Yep. All right, so Ike is leading at plus 48. Morgan Robinson second at plus 21. Third is Jacob Gill at plus 16. J.D. Nance at plus 12. Josh Burnett at plus 10. And at plus 7 is Quentin Bell. So through 2 games, 6 of the 20 are all plus. That's really good. Plus, you got Eric Carriga here at minus 4. Klimpkin's right there at minus 15. Merrick's minus 19. Minus 21 is Joseph Lapointe. You got Michalowski at minus 23. I consider the top 11 all people that could still potentially make this cut.
Definitely.
So the reason why they were deep in conversation over there and why I went and got the scores is because in the past there's been a consolation sweeper. Oh, you already talk about it? Okay.
I'm on it, man.
You are. Yeah, they're going to have a consolation sweeper on Sunday.
That's cool.
I think I'm going to actually step out of the booth and go over and bowl the consolation sweeper, win that real quick, make a little extra coin on the trip, and then come back and hopefully be back for the finals call with you,
Sounds
Jimmy.
good to me.
Limited to 24 bowlers. All right,
Yeah,
there you
that'll
go.
be good.
Nice. You know, I ought to just start entering the scores that's right in front of us every game.
That would help them, actually. You know, you could do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to game 3.
That's what teamwork does, buddy.
Makes the dream work.
You all work together.
Okay, so who's bowling? Let me see here.
That's Carriga.
So
Phillips.
Let me go find where he's at here, game 3. So Joseph Merrick had 180.
Top left.
All right. And then Carriga had 156.
Correct. And Phillips had 187. Yep.
Those are updated.
Done. Man, how easy a system is that?
I know.
If I'm a tournament director, how do you not have that? That's almost as good as for me and you as lane talk.
I know, it is nice.
We got to get on Mike to get lane talk here.
Next year we'll have it.
Oh.
I'm going to show you something here in the booth real quick. It's nothing that our audience hasn't already seen, but last week in Springfield, I had lane talk rolling.
Yeah.
And look how nice that looks.
Oh, it's beautiful. Spencer Robar showing a strike right there. Yeah, it looks nice. It definitely does.
Yeah. So we'll have
Cleans it
that
up,
next
yeah.
year in here, yeah.
And it makes it easier for us to call the scores.
Yeah.
We can say, hey, down on 11 and 12, there's front 6, and it just makes it very, very simple.
What we can say right now is on 19 and 20, there's front 4 and front 4.
Correct. Jacob Gill, who's he's like 14 or 15 over now. He almost left the rail in a 6'10". Did you see that? He almost got pulled.
Yep.
Got a little bit, he lost his angle in the front. Didn't get it facing up to the pocket quick enough. See what happens. It's not very forgiving here, Mike.
No.
Not at all.
Hey, I'm gonna take 5. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back towards the end of this game.
Okay. Nice spare by Jacob Gill. There's our leader, Matt Zweig, over there. Ooh, he can get around it a little bit and it still lays there. Missed the makeable spare. He's upset with that. He has 99 in the 5th. Matt's has the best look at the beginning. Yeah, you can see there on lane 20. If you get it going to the right or left, based on what hand you are, it just doesn't come off it. This will definitely be the last squad that Morgan Robinson bowls. He's got front 5. We are yet to have a 6-bagger so far, though. Who else we have right there? Jacob Gill, who started with a 4-bagger and made a nice spare in the 5th. Then we have Matthew Tran and David McKay on the right. Then our left, we have Matt Zweig, Joseph LaPointe, Jeremiah Martin, and Quentin Bell. Everybody seems to have a decent control of the pocket. A little soft by McKay. Here's the key things to keep you out of trouble. You just got to fill those frames. Jacob Gill over there on 20. 200 games to start out with. Still playing between 5 and 10. Really good hand, really forward, controlling the middle part of the lane. I think as the weekend goes, they'll get more dialed in where you'll see more people play the lane the same way. You're still seeing people all over the lane right now, which makes them very muddy, which they don't break down and the scores don't go up. As you go forward, you're starting to see a few more guys stay to the right, so the scoring pace will go up. That's why everybody, I hear all the time that all the PBA is easy to PBA. No, it's not. They all break the lanes down correctly in the same spot. Morgan got his elbow around that one a little bit. It's okay. Keep filling the frames. Front 5 for Morgan. From Grand Junction, Colorado. Waiting for some people to move over here on 23 and 4. We're not using 21 and 2 today. They had a little scorer unit problem. Morgan got to make those spares. Single pin misses. You never get them back. Matt Zweig, who 2 days in a row has had the best look on the fresh, he should be going over right around 5-6. Got that one in. That cannot hold. No way. Wow. Unbelievable. He just missed about 2 left there, so that tells me that 5, 6, 7, 8 is the spot you need to be at. He's not getting his ball to the right at all. It appears he's using a pitch black. Can't believe he wanted to carry that. That was super left off his hand. Bowlers want to carry everyone. Matt's bowled on the PBA Tour the last couple of years, full time. He made a good run in the USBC Masters 2 years ago. Solid 8 for David McKay. Another good shot off his hand. Got to keep control in the pocket. I see more and more people getting in that between 5 and 10 zone. Got that one right. Oh, it tried to come off it. Still makeable, though. A lot easier to make 9s. You're seeing a lot more 9s than you normally see. Yesterday, we didn't see quite as many. I'm excited to see what the scoring pace brings here in the next, day or so. He's getting it. Mr. Bell, is that Carson? Quentin Bell. He's a little bit farther left than Zweig. And Jacob Gill. Jacob's just grinding him away. This is where Zweig hit a little bit of a problem yesterday. He had 84 over for the first 2 and then lost his ball reaction altogether. Ended up 1 over. That missed even more left than the other one. So Matt's got to slow down a little bit here and get a little bit, take a deep breath, stick to his process a little bit more and stay a little bit more under control. Taking a look here at Morgan Robson, see if he can come back after that 7-penny left on the front 5. He threw it in the gutter and missed the spare, so let's see if he can regroup. Oh, he missed way right. Left a 6-pin. Jeremiah Martin. Cool puzzle jersey. He's in between that 5 and 10 spot, too. Looks like he has good ball reaction. So it's safe to say that I would start out between 5 and 10 with a little bit of surface. You could play the gutter, but there's only so many people that can get their ball to start early enough. But the first move is 5, 6, 7, and then 10, 11, 12, and then 16, 17, 18. Very similar to the moves that it was at the Masters, like I described. Quentin Bell has a little bit more ball speed than the other guys on the pair. Right over top of his toe, 10 back. Can miss a little bit in. Got that one to 8, 9. Looks like that's the spot that you want to be. It's tough when you only watch one squad. This is the second squad I had the opportunity to watch. And I don't think you want to use too dull of balls. I think it'll read the front. You still have to you do it with angle and speed. I don't think you need super dull. Let's see what Zweig does here. The last 2 have been left off his hand. He's pacing in the 190s. That was a good shot. Very, very good player keeping his hand really forward so his ball doesn't change direction very hard down lane at all. Really, really controls it. Let's see if Morgan Robinson can finish this game strongly. Pacing 227. There's all good scores here. David Taylor can still shoot 213. Morgan's lost a little bit of his rhythm there. Jeremiah, hard and straight. That's probably the firmest of anybody I've seen. He's not using a lot of surface either. Just really concentrating on his angles. Yeah, not a lot of surface on that ball. They're definitely starting to open up in that between 5 and 10 mode. We saw Kyle Duster play there yesterday for the first 2 and had a really good look. This is a good pair to watch here, Mike.
I know.
All the guys, they're all between 5 and 10 now, and some guys throw it hard, some throw it slow, and they all seem to have really good ball reaction. I mean, Jacob Gill he's had an open the last frame, but he's going to bowl another 200. McKay's a lefty. Morgan's a lefty. Jeremiah right here on this pair. Jeremiah Martin. He's throwing a little firmer up 10. Quinton is a little firmer up 10. Can't make those mistakes like Quinton just made there. And Zweig cannot get it more over his toe. He literally is, yeah, it is really left. He's not giving away the pocket inch, but watch what Jeremiah's doing here. He's got a little firmer. The last two were really good. Of course, he threw it to the right after I said that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, everybody's kind of settling in between that 5 and 10 look, it appears, Mike. And if you keep your angles good, there's another strike by Zweig. Remember my motto, Mike. Keep moving your feet to the right till you don't come up light.
Yep, that's true.
A very old school saying. That's a Jim original there.
The next 3 games for Zweig is going to be really important.
Yeah, because he had
that's
nothing.
where the wheels fell off
Yeah, he had nothing.
when he entered the other day.
Nice spare by Jeremiah. It's funny, the lefties on this pair, Robinson and Taylor, had a great look at the beginning of the game. Then Morgan missed a single pin in the 6th after having the front 5. And it's like he hasn't been close to hitting the pocket after that. It's like he got really rattled. Zweig grabbed another one. Zweig's going to be in the 2 teens. Missed another spare, Morgan. He's supposed to be in this cut soft right now.
I know.
That was better. Still a little firm. You get that elbow. You got to keep your elbow in. You got to follow through to your target. Your hand has to be up the back, Mike, so it's tumbling through the front part of the lane so you can control the back. Where's Ernie Schlegel when you need him? Bo Burton throwing it over his toe to Bo 800 on TV. I watched a couple shows Bo was on. I thought he was just aiming at the 2-pin. He liked to play the hold.
Yeah, he did.
Zweig 212 if you want to put the score in. Jeremiah Martin had 164.
Jeremiah Martin had 164.
164. Quentin Bell gets it off his hand nice. Good rev rate. Nice spare by Dave Tran. See if Quentin can grab a double here. There's a pro shop operator in Phoenix named Cedric Bell. I'm shocked I have not called him Cedric yet. You don't see many Quintons. That's not a common name, is it? David Taylor with a split through the middle. He could have had a lot of game. Here started with a double, all downhill after that. Oh, way left, Quentin Bell. Got to wait on it, Quentin. Come on. He's going to be in the 160s. It's going to be like a contest all day now, so you can get him in faster. I can't wait to see his face.
It's so funny.
Taylor had 168.
Who was that?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Hold on. McKay, I'm sorry. That's close to the same name.
McKay had what?
168. Taylor and McKay. It's the same. It's close.
What do we have over here on the left pair?
190 on the top is Jacob Gill had 190. $131 for Joseph LaPointe.
Yep. 166 for Quentin Bell.
Quentin Bell, correct. Now we got Mr. Trans finishing up now. He's going to be in the 170s. I like it. I like doing this.
It is.
It's fun. It's hard because we don't have a lot of stories about a lot of the players, you know what I mean? So you try to just comment on, you know, something maybe they could work on. Man, he front five is going to work 2-teen. Not even 2-teen. Miss right again. Laid there. That's good.
Looks really good.
He's in the 220s.
Motoring.
Yeah, he lost focus or something for like 3 or 4 frames, or he just didn't see the lane very well. Mr. Tran had 175. Ball rep Chase Nadeau.
Morgan looking at 221 here.
Up there he is, look. He's going to try to put him in there early.
Yeah, look at him. He's down there trying to put scores in, and we already got him. Dennis Hacker down there.
It is funny. You see the back of his head.
Yeah.
He's like, what's going on? I'm waiting for him to turn around at the camera and give the crazy look.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's a little confused. I don't understand.
Who's going to beat the score on 221 here?
How are they? You see
He's like, I'm out of
see him
here.
go like
These
that?
guys are going to get it. These guys are get it.
Oh, that's quality.
Oh, that's so funny.
Look at him. Did he give us the dirty look yet?
No, not yet.
I don't understand. How do these scores get? Does he know you're doing it?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, he saw me down there. He goes, were you getting scored? I go, yeah. He goes, I was wondering how these scores are popping up.
That's funny.
I said, you guys are handling tournament business over there. It's
Yeah, it's
teamwork.
all right.
It's kind of fun. It's becoming a bit of a game.
It is. It's funny. Who can get them in fast?
Yeah, 2 or 3 games from now, though, it'll be boring and be too
You
much
should
work.
tell him, just stay over there to the left.
Yeah.
We'll take care of the last.
We'll take care of the live stream
We'll
pairs.
take 17 up. We'll take care of all those.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fun.
Ah.
What it's all about if we can't have fun in here.
I
Any good
know.
stuff in the chat?
I haven't been in there. Looks like we're swapping out the bear and the machine here.
No. Oh, we're putting a new one in.
Yeah, we're going to a sloth, it looks like.
Yeah.
217.
217. Hurry up. Look at me looking. Oh, it's killing me.
Dennis is so good at what he does.
He's
It's just
fun.
funny that we're like trying to one-up him here. All right, we're officially going into game 4. Get that PIP back up.
Another youngster, Mr. Medina, has a junior gold shirt on. Good to see some of the kids coming out. Alberto Medina. It's an unbelievable event. I went this year for the first time.
Junior gold.
I didn't really like driving all over the whole state of
Yeah.
Wisconsin. I drove like 2,000 miles for the week. They were like 120 miles away.
That's
120 this way, 120 that way. It was good though. I got scammed in the U15 girls. The girl Brooklyn 4 times against my girl in the match before the TV show. My young girl's good. Won the high school national championship this year as a freshman. See, here's where Swede gets in trouble because he's going to keep moving his feet to the left and he's going to expose it to the right, but he won't rotate it a little bit to make it come off. And that's when he comes up light, light, light. This pair can't be bad for Morgan because Vance just bowled 213 here a minute ago, so it
Yeah,
can't
wasn't too
be
bad. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Folks, halfway through 2025 New Mexico Open of your C squad. We got a D squad coming up at 2 p.m. Mountain Time today. My name is Mike Flanagan, joined by Jim Callahan here in the booth. Dennis Hacker is our tournament director here on site, USBC president. Mike Fagan is the proprietor. Rob is our GM here. Dylan running everything in the food and beverage operation, doing a great job. We're here at Tenpins More. in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, Albuquerque suburb. And this year's event is presented by Brunswick. If you're looking for a new bowling ball bag, shoes, or any accessories, check out your friends over at brunswickbowling.com. Also want to thank our friends at Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors, Insurance, Tenpins More, and Inside Bowling. We are the sponsors of the event. They are the sponsors of the event. Those are the sponsors of the event. And you can save at InsideBowling.com right now. We've got T-shirts on sale for $19 now through the end of the tournament over at InsideBowling.com. No coupon code necessary. And then if you are watching this on an archive broadcast or you'd like to pick up some other items over at Inside Bowling, you save 15% with coupon code YouTube. It's on the bottom left of your screen. How many entries are on this squad? 20. We had 27 on A, 24 on B, 20 on C. I'll tell you one of my favorite things, Jim, that I like to do with these events is I always write down on a piece of paper my notes, and it's kind of my Bible for the weekend. And when I'm done with the event, I take my notes home with me, and I keep them, and I store them. And one day, if bowling ever becomes an extremely popular sport and takes over the world, I'm hoping to be able to sell these on eBay one day, and people say, oh, that was Mike Flanagan's notes from the 2025 New Mexico Open. I'll bid on that.
It's funny. You taught me. We had I don't know who wrote that.
We love you.
I don't know who that is. Hopefully that's a girl. It looks like girl's handwriting.
Looks like it. Bubble letters.
Yeah. It's interesting. You told me the first day that we did it to always have a notepad in front of you. And, yeah, I have this is pretty much the whole year.
That's awesome.
Just cheats. Drawing pictures. Dave's thing now is he goes, and Tom Carter was commenting on it. He goes, you talk with your hands a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I have to draw pictures for, like, Dave in the sky going like this. And
it would be nice if, I was telling somebody the other day, a telestrator would be like the next thing.
I would think so.
Wouldn't that be cool to have a telestrator?
Definitely so.
I'll work on
how
that.
much they cost, though.
I don't think technology nowadays can be that much. Sure, there's a way to just. I could probably figure it out here in the next 10 minutes.
Probably
to
could.
be honest, a draw feature of some sort on here.
There has to be one.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to telestrator. I should write Wirecast a letter. A letter. Now I really sound old. I'm going to write him a letter. I'm going to drop it in the mail, and I'm going to send him a letter. Oh,
I have stamps in my backpack.
Not an email. I'm just going to send them. I'm going to mail them a letter. You know what? It might be more effective in today's world, though, if they actually received a letter in the mail from me, putting in a request of what I want from their software.
Yeah,
they'd be like, okay,
wow, this guy's serious here. He wanted a hard copy.
Here's our scores after 3, Jim. We got Zweig at +60. Steve Klimpkin with 269 the last game. How about that out of the Hall of Famer? +54. Morgan Robinson +38. Kyle Michalowski at +24. We got Jacob Gillett +14. Josh Burnett at +10. And J.D. Nance at +1. So through 3 games, we got 7 players that are plus. That's pretty outstanding. Joseph Merrick sits at -27. We got Gabe Alvarez at Quentin Bell is at -27. Joseph Merrick is at -39. And we got Gabe Alvarez rounding out your top 10 at -41.
Couple big games. Kyle Michalowski with 247 and Steve Klimpkin with 269. So they're out there. I think the scores are definitely on the upward swing.
I got 2 quick things to tend to. I'll be right back.
Kyle Michalowski right in front of us now. I've given Kyle several lessons. He lives in the Vegas area. He's getting better. Bowled on tour for the last 2 years. He's working on, his steps are really small right now. That's all angle right there. Just, he got the 10 out, which is good. He just always wants to throw it to the right. That's one of his common mistakes. Still have squad leader Matt Zweig in front of us. It hooks from the right. Right at 7, if you throw it slow enough and have your angle straight enough, it'll hook. Watch out for Francois Levois. Frank the Tank, he is going to put a session on. Steve with an early split. On the right side on lane 16 that we just saw. Good spare by, Kyle left the 8, got to 2. Got around it a little bit at the bottom. Taking a look at Alberto Medina. To your right. Zweig grabbing a double. Alberto has to shut those angles down. Jeremiah had a decent look on the last pair. Shaping it too much, it's not hooking. Nope. Got to keep it in front of you. Nice break right there. Blower 7-10 for Kyle. Looks like he's moved a little left, got a little softer. Good spare, Mr. Medina. Joseph Lapointe on the pair with Jeremiah Martin and Quentin Bell and Matt Zweig. On the right, we have Kyle Michalowski, Alberto Medina, and Leroy Espinoza. This is Leroy up on lane 18 right now. Leroy's ball or hook, if he just keeps it a little in front of him, that's like he said, he has to keep that hand behind it so it reads the lane early enough. There's a spot in the pattern where it'll hook, but there's those speed bumps farther down the lane that push the ball if your angle's not right, like that right there. So Leroy's doing the right thing. It's just a matter of if he can keep his hand and keep his elbow in and make that swing line match that target line, and that'll definitely make a difference. I like his ball speed, though. Shoot it. Shoot it. Good effort by Leroy. Let's see if Zweig can grab a triple. Bottom of our screen, we have David McKay stepping up. Strike spare double. Got a lot of action going on right in front of us. Made the spare. He's got a hook. Kyle's just getting behind it a little bit. He almost left 2-8-10 on that lane last time. He went 2-8. The 10 went late, and then he 7-10 on the other lane, so. Zweig right over the toe. Not giving away the pocket an inch. Morgan Robinson missed another single pin spare. If he wants to make the cut, he's got to fill the frames. Nice shot by Quentin Bell. Try to keep you up to date on these pairs down this end. See if young Mr. Medina can throw it slow enough. He got it in. It's kind of caught a little bit. If he misses to the right, it doesn't hook. If he gets his hand around it, it overhooks. So he's just got to get his hand a little bit more up the back. See if Kyle Michalowski can get it going after a 247 last game, which is a huge game. He moved back out to the right. Very, very soft speed. Ring in 10. That's weak for a 4-bagger. Down on one knee. Flat 10. I don't know if he was down on one knee because he thought it was really good or he was hoping for it to carry. Could be either or. Jeremiah Martin. Not as clean this game as he was last game. He's trying to help it at the bottom. Zweig with a spare, really good at filling frames. He's really good with the urethane. Right in front of us in the bottom, you have David McKay. Shaker strike. Morgan Robinson has to fill the frames. 9 out, 9 out, and he had one last game. That's 33 pins he threw away. Good shot off his hand. I'm sure he was hoping that one carried after missing 2 in a row. Sometimes you just got to get in a situation like Morgan is now. He's a little nervous. You know, he wants to just, we got to get him to just control the pocket. Chase Nadeau down there with him, trying to keep him calm. Remember, when the lanes are hard, you can't ever get those pins back ever, period. But on this, when they're tough, it's hard to get doubles and triples. So you definitely cannot throw away pins by missing single pin spares. Good spare, Quentin. Nice spare by Kyle, 36910. Tough spare. Probably the hardest spare in bowling, actually. Got to make those spares, Mr. Tran over there on the bottom. It's so hard with Alberto. He stops and then he pulls down on it, so that's why he misses left or right. If he would just get a little bit of slide, you know, he could wait on it at the top and just let it swing, and he would have much more area. Zweig offline. That was a good shot by Kyle right there. It's getting better. Works very hard at the game. Leroy. Good shot by Leroy. Over here to our right, we got Morgan Richmond on the bottom of the screen, has 76 in the 5th. David McKay has 129 in the 6th. Jacob Gill has 102 in the 6th. After a couple 200 games early. Good shot by Morgan Richmond right there. Morgan Robinson, I'm sorry. Raymond, we ended up with 3 6-baggers last night. Hey, Rick, how you doing, buddy? David McKay looking to get into 2 teams. Nice shot by Jacob Gill. Just the funny thing is when you bowl on really tough patterns, you try to fit it, and then you don't accelerate at the bottom, and then that's when you get that flat 10. When your hand, you just kind of quit on it on the bottom, and it just doesn't have any shape left at the back. So you still have to be committed and be aggressive, even when the lanes are difficult. You just have to commit to what it is. If you don't make it as good, you try to figure out what you can do better the next frame. Mason, you're right. Gabe Alvarez is a player. Really, really good player. Open for Matt Zweig. 153 in the 8th. Missed a makeable 2 games in a row. Big shot from Morgan Robinson. It's on your bottom. In the box. Got it in. Yeah, he's got to try. He is struggling to stay calm. He's trying to help it all the time. Chase is trying really, really hard to keep him calm and make sure he makes good shots. Made a 7-pin that time. Good spare by Quentin Bell. Haven't seen too many 6-baggers today. I think we have Steve at 260. Steve Klemkin we're talking about. So I believe we've seen 1 so far today. That's why you got to make the spares. It's tough when you can only get doubles and triples and make it where you can't make them up. Our man Morgan Robinson missing single pins like it's going out of style. That's 3 missed single pins in the last 2 games.
Am I supposed to be getting scores here?
You can. Zweig open.
Who had 141?
Where are you looking at?
Right there, 17.
Hold on. So Zweig is on that pair. The pair next to Zweig.
Michalowski, Medina, and Espinoza.
Correct. Michalowski's top left, 141. Alberto Medina, 176. And Leroy Espinoza, 147.
A little bit lower scores there. Bless you, bud.
Thanks. Yeah, it's funny. I think they know what they need to do a little better today. But it's just a matter of executing. When you don't bowl on it, and you can miss to the right and your ball comes back every time. And now you throw it to the right, it doesn't hook at all. It takes a little time.
Here's the scores over here, just to give everybody an idea. 201, 205 max, 217, 168.
Yep, big game for Morgan. He needs to strike out here for 2-0. Zweig went open. I don't think he has. I think the same thing that happened yesterday is happening right now. He has 0 right and 0 left. So now he's trying to throw it slow, and he can't get it to go through the pins. So now he's in the 190s this game. So we're done with the pair on the left. So we got 2 pairs left to do the scores.
Yeah.
You can tell there's another little transition coming in play. You know, every 18 frames or so, you see them change a little bit. The people that adapt are the ones their scores go up. The ones that don't, they go the other way, Mike. That's usually what happens, bud. 125 for Jeremiah. Did you get that one?
Yep.
Jeremiah Martin. Quentin's balling a nice game here. Quentin can have 247 if he's straight. No, not yet. Zweig's going to have 190. Speaking of the king, he has arrived.
Yeah, Frankie's here.
Quentin Bell is humming it in that spot right there, buddy. There's no... He's creating hold by speed. Remember we talked about no hold because you said if you throw it slow and you miss left, it goes high. He's trying to create it by using speed and not as an aggressive ball.
David McKay had 207.
Frankie looks like he's going on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game. Yeah, David McKay, 207. Mr. Gill had...
Is that 201?
181.
Oh, 181.
181. Quentin in the 240s. Throwing the heat. My man Ricky firing it right in there. Movie reference. I can't believe you. I went to Mike. What are you talking about?
Major League.
I've been working on my movie reference.
That
Should
was
see
good.
Lamont beats me to death because I don't know a lot of movies and music.
Uh-huh.
I said you have Mike for music and movies. I'm the sports guy. Big shot for Morgan. Quentin Bell had 247. Great game.
And Joseph Lapointe had 167.
167. Correct.
I need to work on that scoreboard.
It's not too bad. It's just a little corner there, you know what I mean? Man of your status will clean it right up in 2 seconds.
Yep, there it is.
You fixed it already?
Yep, done.
What? Big shot to get into 2-0s. Oh, he solid 8'd last night in the second ball in the 10th to only get to 15 over last night. Excuse me, sir. You need to get out of the settee area. Talking to Chase Nadeau.
144 for Matthew.
Matthew Tran, correct. Yep. I feel like we're on the Matt Zweig channel.
Yeah.
It's a big bailout for Morgan to get to 2-0. Four. I must say, Mike, the shirts that you got, very nice, very comfortable. You can buy these too on your site, can't you?
Yep, the polos.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Got a couple different colors. We have the black, gray, and white stripe one on today. Very nice quality. You get all the scores?
I think so.
At least the ones we can get.
Yep, only Friday at 9. Missing 3. Nance, Bell, and Gallegos.
Can't do everything around here. You gotta let Dennis do something. We're in charge of the streaming pairs.
We are scores now. And it's because I volunteered. And
it's all right.
It's been fun.
The funny thing is, if you don't do it one game,
I know.
He's not going to do it and go, how come you didn't do it, Mike?
I know.
That's what's going to happen. So you're kind of hooked now. You realize that.
I know. Yeah, we're hooked into doing the scores.
Excuse me.
Glad you're with us, everybody. Here, 2025 New Mexico Open, 21st edition here at Tenpins More. My name is Mike Flanagan, joined by Jim Callahan here in the booth. We got another squad coming up for you today. D squad coming up at 2 p.m. Mountain. That's about 3 hours from now.
Might have card shop time.
Oh, we definitely have card shop time. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit the pavement.
Gabe has not figured them out yet. What's Gabe's score? He bought 150.
All
first.
scores are in.
Let me look at the scores.
Through 4. We got a new leader.
Who's the leader now? Oh, Stevie.
There we have it. 20 on the squad. Steve Klimkin goes to the lead, plus 88. Matt Zweig is second at plus 50. Morgan Robinson third at plus 42. J.D. Nance fourth at plus 39. Quentin Bell fifth at plus 20. One other player plus, that's Josh Burnett in sixth at plus 5. Just close to the positive numbers, Jacob Gill at minus 5. Eric Hariga is minus 28. Kyle Michalowski minus 35. Rounding out your top 10, Joseph Merrick at minus 62.
Sir, could we move one pair to the... Oh, no, we have Steve in front of us. I can see his hit. There he is.
Yeah, let's see how he's playing the lane.
Yeah, that's what I'm very
after
curious.
going 100 over the last 2.
Looks like he's going to... Where his feet are, it looks like he's going to slide about 14, 15 and be about 5, 6. He's not near as far right as he was. Pretty close, yep. Bang. That looks like a pitch black. Kind of tough to get in that USBC Hall of Fame, so the guy's obviously a pretty good bowler.
You have to be elite.
How's our man Josh doing? Plus 5? He's doing much better. These pairs seem really good here, that 17 and 18 when they bowled there. Like 3, 4, 5 really hooks if you get your angles straight. Gabe's a hair too far left, I think. I got to tell you, the pattern is playing very USBC Masters-like. You know, when I worked that one where it had that little cutout, you know, for the early hook. You had guys who could play there, and then you could play, you know, 7, 8, 9, and then you had guys who could be the next zone left of that. They were tricky there too. That's how I relate things, you know, from what I've seen in the past. That's old school. Uh-oh, trouble in River City. Oh, made it the hard way. 3-6-10 for Kyle. One of my favorite sayings, you missed it so bad he made it. You're important, man. Look at all them emails you got, boy.
Yeah, a lot of it's just stuff I got to keep track of. A lot of it's just delete, delete, delete.
Steve's got a little lay spot there now. How about University of Michigan is going to get up to a $30 million fine for this, for the stealing signs a couple years ago in college football.
Really?
$30 million. Plus the coach got suspended for more games.
Wasn't it Harbaugh back then?
Yeah, but he didn't. He knew about it. But yeah, the coach now was involved. A series of fines that could eclipse $30 million. Harbaugh has a 14-year show cause penalty. You will never see Jim Harbaugh ever coach in college again.
No, you won't.
No. Look at what they get in the size of the fine. $50,000 initial levy, 10% of the football budget, 10% of the cost of football scholarships for 2025, and the loss of all postseason competitive revenue sharing for the 25-26 season. that could equal more or eclipse $30 million. Wow. Whew. That's aggressive, my man. That is aggressive. Don't cheat, you wouldn't have them problems, would you?
No.
College football season starts this weekend.
Is this weekend 0?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. Starting up this weekend. First game of the season, Texas against Ohio State. Number 1 against number 3.
Yeah, that'll be what, next week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. That will be good.
First time in history that a preseason number 1 team is an underdog in their first game.
I think it's the first time it's been number 1 versus number 2 the first week of the season ever.
That's tough, too, because Ohio State really hasn't settled on their quarterback. Julian Sain, a freshman that he was a big Alabama recruit, is going there. So, and this is Arch Manning's coming out year.
I went to the National this year for
Yeah.
the first time ever. I want to show you something that I picked up. I'm into the weird stuff. Look at that.
Who is it?
Picked up both of them.
No, it's cool. I like it.
120 for the pair.
It's a good deal. I haven't seen American Idol cards.
Jennifer Hudson, rookie cards.
Yeah, really?
PSA 10 autos. She's one of only 5 people to win the EGOT. Do you know what the EGOT is?
No idea.
It's an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony Award.
That's
It's elite status. And she's got her own talk show.
yeah, I like stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. I picked up a couple Stranger Things cards with the 5th season coming out here. Yeah, I had fun.
It's a good event. It's cool. Too crowded for me. You can't find it there. You can't find it.
Yeah, I hung out with Jeff Fair.
Jeff Fair's a card guy?
Yeah, hung out with him and his son and some folks. Yeah, hung out quite a bit with them.
No kidding, really.
Now, I want you to look at this case right here. I don't know if you can make that out. Those are Tom Brady
That's a lot of money.
contender autos.
That's a lot of money.
That's a $2 million case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know.
Look at the stacks. Like,
It's insane.
what do you
stuff that
like?
people
They're
have.
stacked 7 high.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, I realize. I like when there's 752 Mantles in there too.
And here's his other. That's his Bowman's. Like,
There's a refractor on the bottom.
I know it says right here, buying the GOAT. Not even a close second. Love ya on a loose leaf piece
Sheet
of
of paper.
in a $2 million case.
Yeah.
$4 million worth of Tom Brady cards.
Yeah, shake it off.
It's unbelievable. This was a nice case here. That's the Freddie Freeman Hope Diamond, numbered to
Yeah.
60.
Beautiful.
Rookie.
I'm a big Freddie Freeman guy. I have a lot of Freddie Freeman stuff.
There's the
Look at that
gold.
Jackie rookie.
Look at the gold auto. The red. The 5 non-auto. Trout Walmart blue. This was a great case.
Look at that Jackie rookie. 48 leaf, huge.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
52 Matthews. That's number 1, isn't it? Yeah, that's the other way. It's the last card.
Yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, there was some really nice stuff in here. I really like this one.
Jesus Made, he's a big deal now.
Couple nice Tiger autos here. That one right there. That's the SP Authentic Rookie.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's a bucket list card right there. It's a nice one. I just picked up in Springfield last weekend. I got a Jaden Daniels Color Blast. That's at PSA right now on a 2-week
Nice.
turnaround. I bought that card. Junior Caminero, flawless to 20.
He's ridiculous.
Rookie auto.
32 home runs this year, right?
Got it for $60. I know it's non-licensed, but
Stealing.
this is some of the other stuff in the case. There's a
Xavier Worthy, that was.
yeah. There's a pool hole, so a rookie Topps Chrome and a 10. They wanted $1,400 for it.
Chrome.
I didn't buy it.
Very
Yeah.
tough.
Very tough card. 491 pop count on that one. Talking baseball cards here, folks. Sorry, a little detour.
Finishing up game 5. Matt Swig cannot strike now. Has 0 strikes through 5 frames. What does Stevie got? Somebody has a 4-bagger on that pair. 2 4-baggers on that pair. Steve has a spare 4-bagger spare. Right over his toe.
Robert Fusick, I do have your rookie card. I still have it in my stash. We have not ran out of bowling-related topics to discuss, but when you are
Not even
here,
close, yeah.
when you are here for 7 squads, is that right?
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 7 squads. Average squad's going to run 4 hours, 28 hours of qualifying.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have about an hour and a half that won't have anything to do with bowling. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh, we could talk about bowling the whole time, but that.
Hey, if you're just hopping on, this is something I do recommend to our YouTube audience, and I don't think I've ever said this before, actually. If you find this stream and you're picking up like right now when we're talking about sports cards, I suggest rewinding, which YouTube's awesome about this. Go all the way to the beginning, listen to my open. Listen to my 3 to 4 minute open. You're going to see the lane pattern. You're going to hear what we're doing today, what the format is, what squads we have, who we're going to cut to. You're going to see the graph. You're going to get all that in the first 3 to 4 minutes. So anytime you stumble across one of these broadcasts, go back, listen to that, and then pick up where we are now.
Yeah, we've been talking since when you walked away a couple times. I mean, I've been talking about lane play the whole time. You know what I mean? So you missed another spare.
Missed it right and left. Matt did.
You will see the implosion. His head got a little redder on top.
He has not struck yet down there. Bottom right of your screen, Matt Zweig is who we're talking about.
98 and 6th. Can't give away pins. He's missed 4 makeables now.
That's all right. He can get on it.
Oh, Stevie with the scrape on the side of the 10 to get there.
I think Steve wanted to have Saturday off. He's like, I don't want to have to keep bowling.
I think he wants to play golf.
Yeah, probably right.
Our man Josh Burnett back on it again. Virtue Bowling Supply. Our man Craig Spencer.
That's a hard worker, that Craig Spencer.
Yeah, I remember when he first started. He was one of my customers when he first started in the industry.
6-bagger again here.
Yep, there's one. That's the second one.
That's the second one for him in 2 days, too.
Yeah, second. Somebody asked in the chat a little bit of how many we had last night. There was 3 last night.
Yeah, three 6-baggers last night. Thanks, Dale. We're definitely going to check that out.
What is it?
Sports card shop, 20 minutes away.
There's a lot of them around here. Can't go to a city where I don't look at least.
So White got a strike, bottom right. This is the first one of the game. Steve
is playing 6 to 8. 6 in the front to 8 on the back. It's not going right at all. And he's got such a soft hand. You know, his hand's so forward. By forward, I mean it's an end-over-end roll.
Take a quick look over here. Give you a look at the scores halfway through the game.
But you can still, on the bottom, you can still look and see where we were just at.
Yep. I'm about to invert them back over because these guys are a little bit behind.
Uh-oh, scores. 184, Kyle Michalowski. Come on, get your screen up. You're slowing down.
184 for Kyle.
Yep. Good spare by my man Leroy. Gabe is very close to having he bowled 240 2 games ago. Ah. 234 for, let me make sure that's right. Is that a 6? My eyes are getting a little, I feel like I'm in a club. 234 for Josh Burnett. What are you laughing at?
I saw you checking me. 234.
You were napping on me. 184 again for whoever was on the pair with Mike Olowski. Let me look.
I got it.
You got it already?
Alberto Medina.
Correct, 184 for him.
So both.
No. Medina's on the bottom.
Oh,
whoever the other
Espinoza across.
Oh, Leroy. Yeah. 190 for Alberto.
Save and save.
Steve's got a little bit of a conservative jersey on today.
He does.
He's not a big flashy guy. We got that one a little right. Threw it about 2 miles an hour. It just rolled right off it. Yeah, he's done. He don't have to bowl anymore.
201 for Gabe.
Gabe 201.
201.
234 for Klemkin. That's a good pair right there. How's that? 230, 20, 220. No, Klemkin didn't have 234. That was, you already got it.
Josh Burnett had
yeah.
234.
Correct. Steve can have more than that. Steve can be in the 240s with this one.
Yep.
Can't throw it much slower than he threw the last one. Oh, he hummed that one compared to the last one. Got a little drill sergeant going on. A little left, right. Got it going both ways. Threw it really slow in the one. Kid thought it was funny, too. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Got a cute laugh. Been a lot of little kids running around here. Is that a video game?
Yep.
I have that dog hearing. I can't hear when you talk to me, but I can hear every sound that there ever is, like any squealing or. Steve going for 249.
Zweig just got a triple, bottom right of your screen.
Stevie got a little more left, and it held even more. 249 for Klemkin. Hold on, is that a 9 or a 3? 3, 243. Man, the color.
Where are you seeing 243?
Right there.
Oh, that's 249.
Is that a 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 219 and.
Yeah, 49, 69, 80. Man, that gets your.
It
What do you call that lane?
The Stranger Things.
By the way, it is definitely. It is doing like.
It's the upside down.
It is getting me, man. Quentin Bell on the Strug bus after 240 last game.
Ooh, that 5 was standing for a while.
Yeah, he's going to be the Century Award winner of the wrong way. Look, Dennis trying to jump in on us over there. Look at him. Trying to be slick. Look at him. Stick to your pairs, buddy.
Only pair we got left is right here.
Yep.
For us, anyway.
How's that? 247, going to bowl 130. Unless he strikes out.
Big shot here, 10th frame for Zweig.
Little no hand
Gets
action.
the 5 out.
Wally 5-7.
Nice bailout game here. Currently plus 50 with 2 to play.
Huge bailout after missing a spare. This ball doesn't get through the pins too aggressively. You never know what he's going to leave.
I know.
Oh, he's urethane the whole way.
Or when he strikes, what it's gonna do, how it's gonna strike.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, he's got that score. I don't think he has good ball reaction at all. You know that? I think it's just he's just kind of keeping it in front of him and
Hitting the head pin a lot.
yeah, he's chucking a little bit to me. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean.
Yep.
206 with a spare. 206. Jeremiah, 151. He's trying to jump in on our territory here. Hacker, beat it. Excuse me, sir. You're in our area. You're going to have to teach him. These are our pairs. Uh-oh. We got someone coming up lame. Put the 1-7 in for LaPointe, and then all we got to do is put the last number, and then we can get him. 1-7 in. I got it. 1-7. He's not looking. 1-7. 2. Hurry up. Hurry up. 1-7-2. Sorry about your luck, buddy. A little slow.
This is almost funny. 126.
126. Hurry up. It's kind of funny, actually.
We're having fun putting the scores in up here and trying to beat Dennis to it.
That's funny.
It's very amusing to us, for whatever reason.
Simple things.
Yeah. Heading into game 6, my friend. A little 11:24 action here. We'll have 2 hours for the next squad. A little lunch keys and go ahead and go. What do they say that?
Scavenging.
Giving a little bit of fuel to our addiction.
The old 6-9 out of the rack for Gabe.
Yeah, that's.
Told you, he's just a hair too far left. He's still trying to play the hook. I've only seen one person go in the hole, A.J. Chapman, 2 or 3 years ago. Steve, flat 10. He's like,
Yeah.
it hit like it was that.
Nice spare attempt. Let's take a look at the first one again.
Hit a little out of bounds. Boop. You're right on them replays. I like it. How we get a job like Steve? He was just on vacation. Now he's here for 3 days.
Yep.
I'm just thinking about that. How we get that job? Steve's a good one to torment. He was very funny yesterday.
He was.
That's not Steve's. Steve's usually a pretty serious guy.
Steve struggled in game 1 here today.
Not since.
Oh, the vending machine guy's back.
No.
Yep.
Is he taking another one?
Back again.
I'm back. Problem is, this guy is getting me measured.
Oh, really?
Huh?
They didn't measure to get it in yesterday.
Oh, it didn't fit in the truck?
No.
I told you. I told you it did. It looked a little wide. Uh-oh, it's a little rough over here. A lot of unhappy people around here. Not just bowlers. Little bit testy.
You know what I like? A little bit of character right now.
Got a little bit of testiness
There's a
over
lot
there.
of character going on around here.
Stevie just slow rolling, baby, slow rolling. Steve's made TV show on tour, USBC Masters. Him and Alex made the same show, yeah. Funny, they work in the same office, and they bowled each other in a national event.
Wasn't like the joke, and it's a total joke. It's not serious at all. Wasn't the joke like in the office? They were like, "What do we need all these pros for? And we could just send our office people
Oh yeah,
to
I've
bowl."
heard that several times. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of.
That's so funny to me,
You
though.
went down the road there. Let's keep moving on.
That's just funny.
Yeah.
Why don't we just send guys out from the office
Yeah.
to bowl some of the toughest events in the world?
Go have Schlemmer bowling next.
Yeah.
Alex hasn't bowled good the last 2 or 3 years. His strategy of playing very, very slow ball reaction, by just a lot of surface and controlling it, hasn't really worked very well the last couple of years. He made 2 shows. He wins a lot of things. He's been running a lot now instead of bowling.
Yeah, I see that.
Giorgio is the guy there now. Giorgio's winning everything. I thought they might come down here with Daria. Stevie got it in. Oh, the Wally 5-7. Thank you, Mr. Weber. See if Josh can come back here after a couple openings. I think we're pretty much realized who the squad leader is going to be.
Should be Steve Klimpkin.
I would think so. Thought what Mr. Ontiveros did was impressive. We have anybody with all 200s today? Nope. No, sir. Steve,
No.
170 the first game. There may not be any more of those either. You know that? Our man
All
Land might
200s?
be the only guy to do that. Boy, Gabe looks a little aggravated right now.
Do want to thank everybody for tuning in here today on Inside Bowling. Jim Callahan and myself, Mike Flanagan, bringing you the action here in game number 6 here at the 2025 New Mexico Open. The event's been happening for 21 years. This is the 21st edition. Our tournament this weekend is presented by Brunswick Family of Brands. If you'd like to pick up a new bowling ball, bag, shoes, or anything for your bowling game, check out brunswickbowling.com. Also want to thank Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors Insurance, Tenpins More, and us here at Inside Bowling. You can always save 15% on our website for being a YouTube follower with coupon code YouTube. And you can also get t-shirts for just $19 now through Wednesday on our website. We've got over 900 styles, I believe, now of t-shirts. All the different brands are represented amongst some funny novelty bowling shirts as well. If you need a bowling shirt in a t-shirt form, we've got something for everybody, so check it out. We'll be back today at 2 o'clock, which will be in 2.5 hours, with our D-Squad qualifying. It is a beat-the-board tournament. And the leader from each squad on Thursday and Friday squads get automatically into the bracket we're going to have coming up on Sunday. That bracket will either be 24, 28, or 32-man bracket, double elimination based off entries. And we still have openings for today at 2 o'clock and, of course, tomorrow at 8, 1, and 6. If you're looking for the standings, it's pinned at the top of our chat underneath the results pin, courtesy of our friends at tournamentbowl.com. Dennis Hacker is on site as our tournament director, USBC president, and great friend of ours. And Mike Fagan's the proprietor here now at Tenpins More. Oh, just for a couple of months. Pattern they're bowling on is very flat. It is 47 feet in length, 35 milliliters of oil, fire oil. There's 7 2-2s on the pattern. It's 1.8 to 1, and it is symmetrical. And we're bowling on 11-year-old SPL lane surface. We are in game 6 of 6.
They're just starting some of them.
Eric Jones, Sarah Clausen making their way in. Scores are in. Let's take a look. Bada boom. Steve still leads at plus 137. That's a pretty amazing score. Nice job, Steve. Way to go, buddy. That's the biggest score we've seen so far.
2 other guys in the 50s, though, still. That's good. Josh Burnett going right in front of us here.
Yeah, Zweig at 56, Morgan Robinson at 53, Josh Burnett at 39, J.D. Nance at 20, Jacob Gill at 18. We think 40 is safe regardless, right?
Yeah,
And it may not even take that much, but we like 40 as a number
correct. For now.
for now. 40 is a good number. Mikulowski with triple, open double. Now staring at the 139. Again, he is in 8th at minus 51. Probably not going to get there. One out of 4 on unique entries. Unique people will cash in this event.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how slow you throw it, it still will matter.
No.
Just got a text from Superman. He'll be here in the morning.
Oh, yeah?
Mr. Simonson. Trying to figure out what Steve's using. It looks like a pitch black. JD off to a rough start.
I believe it is pitch black.
I think so, yeah. He was putting surface on one before he started today. Spare, double, and now he's looking at a possible spare again here. Take that all day. Take that for the rest of the tournament. What's the matter? You getting old?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, okay.
Doing some stretching over here, everybody.
Steve
Textbook.
covering that bucket like it was his job.
I think Norm Duke covers it.
It's a big game for Josh. Oh, I don't know if he can get there now. Has 3 opens this game.
How long got back?
I don't think he can throw it much slower.
No.
I mean, that is really, really, really slow.
Today's game is actually going to where, speed and revolutions dominates. But today is kind of a little old school.
Correct.
Slow it down.
Let it read the pattern. Keep your hand up the back.
Roll that ball.
Yeah, Steve's had a little bit of left, a little bit of right. Laying it down 5-6 at the arrows. My man Leroy's committed to playing out there at 5. Tell you what, you want somebody to watch. This is the guy you watch right here. Straight arm swing, great push away.
Yep.
Easy to make your swing line match the target line. Pushes it right towards his target. Follows through.
Hold.
Yep. Shows how tough they are.
Yeah.
Looks like that little spot in the middle is starting to open up a little bit too. My nose is itching. It means I'm getting a fight with somebody. Is it going to be you?
I hope not. I hope we're fighting somebody at a card shop.
Yeah, Kyle's in that spot where they were at last night. Came off of there.
Yeah. 2-0 to finish.
Yeah.
He was minus 51 coming into this game.
Yeah. You can't get away from that 160 or that 150 like we were talking about Morgan. Morgan Robinson still get there. He's close. Ready to put the score in? It's a challenge now. You realize that, don't you?
Yep.
2-0-7 for Kyle.
Larry Espinoza, come bowl 153. Alberto Medina,
Young man.
still bowl 181. Nice shot there. $149 for Leroy.
Yep. Nobody else is quite done yet. Mr. Medina is going to be either 170s or 181. Big double. Possibly 181. 178, 9, 179.
That pair is done.
Correct. Out of action. $158 for somebody on Steve's pair.
Gabe Alvarez.
They both had 158, so
Burnett and Alvarez both had 158.
158 each. Yep. And Stevie can shoot 230. That's the first one. You know, it's funny. Steve was fidgeting a little bit before he went. You know, he didn't look as comfortable. And sometimes if you don't see the line that you want to see, it's really, really difficult to hit, obviously.
By throwing it slow, you shorten the pattern yourself because the ball has more time
Correct.
exiting the pattern to get to the head pin.
100%.
Steve's not going to love that 10th frame finish, but he's going to love his score
Correct.
for the block.
We got 202.
Finishes at 139 over.
People don't realize, too, it's very easy to throw it harder. It's tough to throw it slower and still accelerate on it and, you know, not decel on it and miss it at the bottom where you don't leave flat 10 after flat 10. To commit to throwing it slower and being aggressive is very, very difficult. I think it's easier to teach somebody that throws it slow a little harder. I think it's difficult for somebody that throws it very hard to throw it slow. That's my opinion.
Speed control is one of the 3 things you need to do to be successful in this sport.
No kidding.
Speed control, accuracy, and rotation. If you're accurate, you can control your speed and you can rotate it the same way. The other stuff is just between the ears. That's all the physical components that you need. From there, it's lane play, ball selection. Those are really the 5. Aren't those the 5 pillars of bowling right now?
Mm-hmm.
The 3 physical factors I mentioned, and then ball selection and lane play strategy.
Surface. I think surface falls in there pretty
Yeah,
large.
yeah,
too.
yeah. I would, yeah.
But I mean, that's in your ball. I would lump that in with the ball.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to use asymmetrical? Do you want to use symmetrical? Do you want to use surface? Do you not want to use surface?
Yep.
You want to use a strong pin? You want to use a weak pin? You know, there's so many variables that fall in there.
And that's the between the ears part of it.
Correct.
Because all of us can decide what ball we want to use and what pin placement we want and what ball to buy and use, and we can also determine what part of the lane we want to play. Everybody can do that. I can say I want to play up 3.
I want to be tall and skinny. That ain't working out either.
Right.
I think having a good process is probably one of the most important things, where you do the same thing every time. That eliminates making those mental mistakes if you have a really good process.
How about that little 8 pin there? He's had some looks to the pocket. It's been really good.
The little slash. Uh-oh, going for a 6-bagger over there on B. JD had a good score going into this game. He had a chance. He was a little plus.
Folks, once again, Jim and I will be back at 2 o'clock today for D Squad. And we got a Pro-Am tonight we won't be streaming, and then it'll be Fast and Furious on Saturday. We got 3 squads, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., 6 p.m.
Depends how good the deals are at the shop. We might be back at 2:15.
That's true. That's true.
Not really. We'll definitely be here.
Yeah, we always make it back. We always make it. Graphics are pre-built. Everything's running smooth. Hopefully 21 and 22 will be back in play. It's a lot of speed right up the gutter. Looks good, though. Man, that looks good.
6-bagger. There's the second one of the day.
Steve had to have one down there.
For the 260.
Yeah.
And then Burnett had one. That's 3.
We talked about this last night, whether or not you'd like to bowl with, like, you know, just a couple people on your pair or bowl with 5 on your pair, and what are the advantages and disadvantages. And I would say that I really don't feel like those that had 6 on a pair were penalized at all last night. And then I also don't feel like the guys this morning had an advantage either. You can make a case that for either or.
I think 5 or 6 is actually the number, because then you see actual transitions. You know what I mean? You can actually see the breakdown. You know, where there was 2 or 3 zones, where last night they could play 2 or 3 zones, and now there's only really 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. I think with the extra bowler, you add that other zone. You know, that in that 15, 16. Got some scores up there. 134 for
Donald Gallegos. And that's Carson Bell. Bowling last.
Yes. No wonder I got confused. There is 2 Bells. Quinton and Carson. He's been away from us. Here comes the man for the vending machine again. He don't look happy. Got his shades on.
This is going to be Carson Bell's high game of the event. So far, 187 his best.
He's in the 230s.
191 for JD.
Yep.
We got one more ball left here. Could be 238, and that's going to do it for our squad.
My man on vacation over there?
He's busy. I'm going to actually go down and get the other score since we're waiting on some. There's a big bagger over there, too. You see that?
Is there? Oh, on the bottom?
Top.
Which one? Oh, yeah, I see it. They just missed.
Carson Bell.
We're winding down C squad.
235?
5. He might be just waiting until they hand him in, too. You know that?
Could be. I'll go get some of them. All right, Jimmy, that's going to do it, man.
We're out.
This was fun. I'll tell you what we'll do really quick, just for fun. Just for fun. We did it yesterday for a second. Let's see if this will work. Slide on in here for a second. We'll just say hello to the people. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Mike and Jim here with you. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. These are our tournament official.
Nice. Very nice.
Clothing right here. Using the laptop camera for this.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah,
now we're better.
yeah,
There we
that's
go.
it. So, just wanted to say hello to the people. That's all. Just this is proof that I was here, and I'm not doing this remotely.
Thought it was an alibi maybe for you.
That's it. That's it. Got to have proof in the pudding that you saw me here. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching continuous coverage of the 2025 New Mexico Open here from Rio Rancho, New Mexico, here at Tenpins More. I want to give a shout out to proprietor Mike Flanagan, general manager Rob. Of course, everybody here that works at Tenpins and More. I want to thank our title sponsor, Brunswick. you're thinking about a new bowling ball, bag, shoes, anything you may need in the bowling world, make sure you check out BrunswickBowling.com. And, of course, thank you to our friends at Shamrock Foods, Jani King, Western Bowling Proprietors, Insurance, Tenpins More. And don't forget about our special over at Inside Bowling, $19 T-shirts now through Wednesday. We will see you in 2 hours and 8 minutes with D-Squad qualifying coming up right here from New Mexico. You've been watching it live on YouTube/Inside Bowling on our channel. Remember, if you want to chat with us, you have to subscribe. It's free to subscribe. We're approaching 100,000 subscribers. And you've been watching this footage courtesy of Sony cameras in 4K. We'll see you later on today.